Hi everyone, thanks for watching. So let's get into it.
So today we're looking at installing the AIM ECU Bridge module. As you can see, this is the bridge unit. This one connects to the camera, which transmits the data so that we can get it on screen. This is the power lead here, and this one's the ECU lead. So we're going to mount it inside the car on the tunnel just behind the intercom and the camera, and it'll be mounted on double-sided Velcro so that we can take it out should we need to. So we've mounted the ECU bridge here on the tunnel behind the intercom and the camera. The ECU bridge has got two wires in, one which is power and this one goes to the ECU. This is a removable USB lead for setting it up. Once we're all set up, we just take that out. And this lead here goes to the camera, which is on the blue one in the middle. And also it spurs off and it picks up the intercom as well, so that as well as the ECU data and the pictures on screen, we should get the intercom as well. So now connected into the back of the camera, we've got three wires. The one with the white tape mark on it is the camera, the blue one is the ECU bridge, which obviously drives the power as well, and the one without any mark on it, so the kind of black cable on this side, that's the GPS unit, which is giving us the speed and the G-force. And connecting the wires to the ECU requires a couple of these ECU pins that we picked up from DTA. I think it was £4 for a pack of 10 plus postage, so not too expensive really. So here's the ECU, and this little black wire on the end here, white and blue leads are going into the CAN ports, and that's where we're picking up the data from the ECU, transmitting it to the camera. So when it comes to setting the ECU bridge up, we've got a USB lead here connected to the bridge, which comes out to the computer, which we've moved next to the car. And this is the AIM Race Studio that does this ECU setup. And we've also got a USB out of the Smarty Cam, which again comes out to the computer outside, and that is connected to the camera there, and that's how we set up what's going to be displayed on screen. So the settings we've decided to run with, working from the bottom of those ones that are white with the ticks on. ECT is engine cooling temperature, as in water temperature. TPS is throttle position sensor, so that will give you whether we've got a foot down or not. DTA speed, which is going to pick up from the GPS unit. DTA RPM, which is going to pick up the revs from the engine. And calculated gear, that's definitely one we haven't set up yet. We have to do a run down the road and kind of teach the ECU bridge what the rev range is and what the gears are, so that it knows when it's from anywhere from 1 to 5. So this is our planned display. Moving across these tabs at the bottom, you've got the accelerometer, which is the G-force, revs per minute, speed, the throttle bar, which is there, and then that's just the logo in the top corner. The only one we haven't got displaying at the moment is the gear indicator, because we haven't done any of the setup for the calculated gears. So to add the temperature, we just double click it and it puts it in on the top of the screen, and then we move it down where we want it to display. Once you've got it in the place that you want it, you just go and select whether you want exhaust temperature, oil temperature, water temperature, the units that you want it in, and then the scale from 0 to 150. So we'll be able to watch the engine temperature there. And then once we're happy with it, what we would do is then save the configuration, and then you can transmit it via that software there, transmit it to the camera, and it updates.
So now it's all set up, let's give it a quick try. As you can see, that's not quite working right, so you'll need to connect to the ECU itself and make sure the output for the CAN ports is working properly. Hopefully it'll be sorted in time for our next video. Make sure you give us a like, hit the bell and press subscribe, and then you'll see all the other videos we've got on the channel, and there is plenty more to come. If you've got a question about the car, if there's anything you want to know, just put them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.